fucking gets mean to me, and I have to fucking hurt you.
Yeah.
So please.
Can we just confirm if Conscient is still breathing?
Kant. So this is what I'm attempting to tell you. This is all that I'm trying. It's really.
He was here earlier.
Okay,
Hold on.
all right, we're good. Sorry.
This is all.
He claims he showed up to the location of Secret Wars and Lairs. I don't know if that's true.
Hey,
No, it's not.
Gramercy,
Trust me, it's not.
can I ask a
Trust me,
question?
because I have footage of it.
Can I ask a question? Does your dad know anybody from Goodfellas?
Dad, did you know anybody from Goodfellas? Did you know anybody from, in the Goodfellas? Hold on, when the mob would come to your house and would have the meetings, did you ever meet any of the Goodfellas? Hold on.
Okay. Because I just love that movie, so I didn't know.
No, hold on. Tell me
your
the
dad-
movie. I do. Hold on. Tell me how the mob used to come to our house.
Okay, my father, when in the 50s, when he wasn't working, he got laid off or something like that. He knew a lot of people in New Haven, which were really mob guys. So what he would do, he'd go collect money for them. You know, like loan debts and loan sharking debts or gambling debts and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Sunday morning, he would say to me, he said, "Ronnie, come on." He never called me Ronnie, he called me Ronald. He said, "Come on, go get some pastry." And and then he'd tell my mother to make demi-tasse, which today they call espresso. And she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, the guys are coming today?" He says, "Why do they have to come?" He says, "That's how you eat." And so they'd come over.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Ronnie. Quick question: what is the idea of all conceivable ideas?
No, that's my father. That's my father. Hold on.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay.
So
let's
this is what I'm attempting to do, and I'm literally trying to give you something. There are people in the world that are like me, and the problem is that if you go around poking things, one day you're gonna poke a bomb and it's gonna blow up. It's just that's how the world is.
Yeah.
So if you don't actually learn to, so here's what it is. If I was growing up and like the people talked, if I talked the way that I talked, I got savaged. The way that you talk to one another, if I spoke that way, I would have been beaten with a broom. It's inconceivable. It's inconceivable how you talk to each other. Or that,
hammer,
right.
depending on.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
So in this particular instance, what I'm trying to tell you is that the way that you all live is if you're naive to the reality of violence, and I'm not. And the primary issue that you're having is because I'm not, and you guys are inflamed by me, but I'm an actual reflection of how the real world actually moves when you're not looking. Now, everybody is civil when everybody's looking, but at the end of the day, when nobody's looking and there's no footage and there's no cops, it's whatever fucking goes down with however people can get away with it. And what I'm attempting to communicate with you is that it's your society and it's your good graces which are keeping you safe from people like me. And you don't want to abandon those fucking principles. They're the only things that make life worth living. They're the only things that keep us alive. And if we don't have each other, we have fucking nothing. This is what it is. I'm down to love everybody. I'm down to respect everybody. But if someone's going to fuck with me, I'm going to set you on fire. I'm only here to be your friend. Now, because I'm not neurotypical, I'm neurodivergent, the way that you guys joke and you do badinage and bar breaking, I don't get the social cue. I just see cruelty. So, if you know I can't be joked with that way, who is it on?
I want to come in here. I want to actually interject there. I relate to a lot of the stuff you're saying. I come on here to test myself like a dojo, like I was saying earlier, because I know that this is the wild, wild west, right? And I could come into contact with really any type of personality. So it is a little bit on you, right? Because you come on.
This is what I'm saying, homie. This is what I'm saying, homie.
Okay.
This is what I'm trying to say. Don't talk to people online like you wouldn't talk to them offline. That's
Yeah, that's the message. I get the message you're trying to send, but then you have this other question too, sort of, because like, I guess you come on here, and I guess I would encourage you, right, when you come on here to treat it like that. It's not like people are gonna, threaten your family or whatever. Like it could go really any direction. So
right.
When you're on here, it is your responsibility to.
It's completely my responsibility.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna offshore it off to other people. But at the end of the day, at some point, we have to fucking grow up, man.
Yeah. There's that too. There's that too.
At the
That's
end of
but
this-
I guess we all have our own responsibility in that part of growing up, and that's why I come on here, right? To test myself. I see my weakness and my ability to get triggered really fast in real life, so I come on here to test it.
I have an enormous amount of respect for you for owning that about yourself. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
There's so
Thank
many
you.
things that I'm bad at. There's so many things I'm bad at, and I have this small enclave of things that I'm exceptional at, and I cling to them because they're my identity and it's what give my life value. Now, everybody has to find the things that give them value. And then they have to offer something of value because that's how we get along and that's how we go along. The problem that we're having in Western civilization is that the moment if somebody was just capable of being authentic and open with their heart without being weak, that has the ability to change everything. So the way that I am is that I'm a man who lives with my heart open, but I'm also reasonable, but I'm also strong, but I'm also aggressive, and I'm capable of violence, but it's not the thing that I want to be. The thing that I want to be is a man who loves children, protects women, and I'm a brother to men, and I'm a person of the community. I would love to live in a world like that.
I also do want to say, man, I appreciate you bringing your dad on like that. That was actually, I thought, really cool. And although that might be clipped or whatever, I do, from my heart of hearts, actually thank you for sharing that or whatever. Bringing your dad on is a vulnerable thing, and that was pretty cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're going to make me cry. I got to go.
All right, G.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was sacred, guys.
Make him cry, asshole!
Honestly, I wanted to hear some more of Dad's stories.
Yeah, me too. Like I was ready.
Look, when he said he took out a cop, I was all in. I'm like, you know what? Fuck 12. GTA 5 is my favorite video game. Let's do
Shut
this.
up, liberal!
Wait,
Yeah.
let me ask.
Wait, where's
does anyone
where's
believe-
Sacred?
He just left.
Who scared him off?
He
I
seems sad.
You made him cry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know, I'm
Bro,
sorry.
can we talk about people in the comments fucking like acting like nuns and hitting Sir's knuckles with a ruler for trying to make a joke with his dad?
Wait, who did that?
Fucking Kunta.
A bunch
Sorry,
of
sorry,
fucking
Kunta.
losers.
Oh, Kunta doesn't like me. That's why.
Yeah, I know. He said this is. He
Kunta
said,
being a
"Sir,
fucking
this is why Bart hates you." And I said, "How dare you?" And he said,
Oh.
"You don't joke with somebody's dad." I said, "What?" Says who?
I like
He's
how
joking with his dad.
I like how
No,
Kunta's such a dumbass that he goes to Bart as a source of authority.
I love
Wait,
how.
just to be clear, just so everybody knows, I was not trying to like joke with his dad, like to insult his dad. I was really curious if his dad had heard Sacred say that before.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
Yes.
I didn't think you were making fun of anybody. I don't think anybody was accusing you
Yeah,
of
you,
that.
you weren't trying to slander his dad. You know.
I wanted to get some stories of like Sacred as a kid from Dad. That's what I was
Yeah,
trying
but
to.
at least your username's not follow me and your bio's not reacting to the best moments in a not so strange world viral video reactions, aka echoes of Kunta.
I remember
the time
I remember when my son Sacred was a child. He grabbed a rock and just beat the living shit out of a bunch of people because he didn't have a hammer handle.
Yeah, I want to hear stories like that.
That didn't sound anything like him.
One time we were being attacked by a wild boar, and Sacred had to break his neck.
But here's the thing.
Disappeared around our house
But
for
here's
the
the
first
thing.
year we lived there.
After he broke his neck, he fucked its throat.
Is this to a degree though? Is this isn't the most outrageous personality you guys know, right? Like for me, he's kind of outrageous, but it's not even that ridiculous. Like,
Oh,
I know
really?
Dude, I talked to a person.
Wow,
I talked to a
worse.
person who thought that people walking around the world is what caused it to rotate. So no, he's not even top 5.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
like,
I think out of all the people I heard in the app, Sacred is the most interesting, honestly.
Yeah, he is, because he'll just straight
You
up
guys are s-
he like has some like level of knowledge to be able to say stupid stuff.
And,
And-
like his voice is like very intoxicating and like drags you in. And
Yeah.
it's like
Oh my god, just fuck him already.
I mean I probably would. I probably would.
He's an attractive guy. Well, don't everybody mute up at once.
I've just ran into some crazies in my life, man. Like he's pretty predictable. The unpredictability is the part that's like crazy, you know.
Well, when he says that you can be still and moving at the same time, and earlier he accepted a contradiction, and the last time he spoke about whatever makes him this way, he said you think I don't get the social cues, but I have the other thing where I'm hyper aware of the social cues. And then just now he said, I'm neurodivergent, so I'm not aware of the social cues. It's like, I mean, there's just obviously some fiction.
But he affirms contradictions.
Yeah, I know. He's an
Earlier,
idiot.
so this was actually last night. He was like debating or arguing with Ian, whatever you want to call it, and he was getting mad at Ian, and he just randomly said, "All right, Ian, tell you what, let's both put up $5,000 and meet for a debate at Yale." Just came out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Well, but Sacred's truck's in the shop, so he would have to get a ride.
Oh yeah.
If Sacred has the money to pay for my ticket, I would happily fly out to him and say something silly. That's
Well,
you know,
this Clark guy claims he drove to the location they were supposed to meet.
Well, of course he's
and
lying.
Sacred wasn't there.
well, you gotta take a video of it. You gotta take a video of exactly
It's
how he
it's likely that he's lying, but
Listen, I know he's probably trying to just antagonize Sacred, but
yeah,
I would believe either option there. I think it would be perfectly reasonable for him to actually show up, but also lie about it.
either way, I believe that Sacred wasn't there because I think that neither of them were there, and they're both just saying they were there.
I think it's funny to add credence to Clark's side of the story because it gets Sacred worked up.
That's true. Okay, I'll do that.
Just ask like Sacred. I mean, he says he was there, man. What do you have to say to that?
I'm a married Nigerian with a pregnant wife currently searching for a part-time girlfriend.
Hell yeah!
A
In
part-time.
exchange, I will also bless you with baby.
Okay, we got to get this guy up here.
But Rocco, do you pay child support or like what's my incentive here?
We have to get this guy up
Wait,
here.
you
Bless
can't
me
wait.
with a baby.
It's,
I'm in.
yeah, it's not useful
Logic,
for you to
drop me
get
and
cummed
invite him
in,
up.
Corey. So
It's for
Whitney
full-time
clearly has
position
too much
depending
free
on
time
performance.
Currently, somebody's got to get her
Are there
pregnant.
performance reviews?
Rocco, come up to
Like any job.
Okay, all right. What are we rating? The baby making process?
we're rating Raid Shadow Legends.
Zach, what the fuck?
Oh,
I invited him.
Hey, by the way, what are you and Julian on about trying to get spread rumors about me?
me?
Yeah.
Wait, one
They're
second.
not spreading rumor. They're talking about your tweets.
Yeah.
I can't come on live. My wife is in the room, can only type. Okay.
That's not
But
true.
we're reading your comments out loud with your wife in the room.
Yeah. Wife, he's trying to solicit a part-time girlfriend to make a baby.
Yeah, hang on. Here's another one from Wit. Today I learned Polynesian is a type of person and not just a sauce at Chick-fil-A. Disgusting.
Hashtag FML. What does FML mean?
You understand, Zach, that there was somebody in that live that doesn't know you guys, and he literally thinks I'm a racist now, you fucking asshole.
So he thinks the truth?
He thinks the truth?
What do you have against Polynesian people? How could you be racist against the Polynesian? What did they do to you?
I don't know.
Oh, she doesn't even know. Yeah, but that person did said, wait, what? And then he left the panel because he was so uncomfortable.
He got so mad. He was like, in the scripture, it says there's no Jew or Greek or woman or female. I'm like, oh my God, you
And
guys.
then Whitney was like, no Jew. Whew, thank God.
Yeah.
It is so disgusting. Everyone report the account. I hate you, Jambar.
Rocco's going to go to the next village. We missed our chance, guys.
Rocco!
Do not report my account.
We want your seed.
I gotta be honest. I can't believe I've made it through this whole way somehow without the live not getting taken
I
down.
believe in you. You're tough.
For real. I don't know if TikTok cares anymore. It's going to be shut down again in about 3 weeks anyways.
Thank God I'm a mod for. Do you guys know Jambar 11?
Yeah, Jambar 11 from TikTok.
Yeah, I'm his in real life name is Julian, and I'm a mod for him on the popular social debate club app called Clubhouse.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You're telling me X Mad X World X is a Julian's Clubhouse mod?
No, that's somebody random. I'm right here right now.
What?
I have no affiliation with any explicit accounts that bear the name XMAD Xworld.
Niggers are a cancer to society. Lynch the niggers and faggots. The rope is coming, niggers. It's fucking coming.
Well, all right, Logic.
Hey, Tone.
Fuck.
Logic.
I was slow. I was slow on it.
That's why you need mods.
You guys think you'd be faster than me? You think you'd be faster than me? I was that fast.
I know I'd be faster than you.
I was just sitting there waiting, like, dude, press the drop.
Yeah, if I was mod, that guy would have been big screen in like half a second.
I'm sorry. Big screen.
Anytime I let somebody up that looks questionable, I let them up and I immediately hover my finger over the disconnect button just in case.
I know, and usually I do. I'm preoccupied. I did that one
Questionable. She's
carelessly.
talking about skin tone.
You know what? I'm getting too confident. I literally just said, I can't believe I got away with so much, so I deserve that one.
That's true. That proves God.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. God.
That's why I never
Wait,
let
I'm pulling up another one of Wit's tweets. It says, just reached 10,000 reposts on my successful smear campaign saying I caught my ex-boyfriend shooting ropey loads inside of an Ace Hardware store.
My ex-boyfriend is engaged.
Yeah, he was very engaged in the task at hand.
Ace Hardware is
Wait,
great.
he
Why don't
uses
do it there?
Twitter in
It's the place with the
2025.
friendly hardware folks.
But in that instance, it was the friendly hardware folks.
Wait, did you tweet this in your Tesla?
I don't have a Tesla.
Yeah, she obviously has a Cybertruck. Come on, Amber.
That's made by
I have a Hyundai Elantra.
Which is almost one of Wit's least favorite words of all time. Cilantro.
I love cilantro. Shut up.
Even though it tastes like soap to you?
It doesn't.
It tastes like soap to me, but guess what? I like the taste of soap, apparently.
That tastes like soap to me, but it's good in small doses.
Yeah. That's why I don't really bathe regularly, because soap's only good in small doses. I smell like peanut butter and jelly and lust, and that's it.
You know that? Don't you have a video, RH, of not Sacred, Precept Mars, just repeating everything you say?
Yeah.
Why is that what the hell?
Well,
Like,
if you would
really
have watched the full video, it's only 11 minutes, but yeah, I can give you. So basically, I was like, it's like a pretty common problem for Precept. How God bootstraps semantic knowledge, like semantic content, how he like furnishes meaning. So I was asking that kind of stuff, and you know how they always do the like, how can you ground knowledge and intelligibility without God?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can ask them if God knows things in the same way that we know things, and usually the answer is no, because they can only analogically predicate. So if they don't know how God knows things, they don't even know what it means for God to know something. Then how are they grounding knowledge intelligibility if God's the one that grounds it for them and they don't know what it means for him? And he got so frustrated that he started just emotionally shutting down and just saying no to everything. I said, every question I asked, he would say no. So I was like, okay.
I did watch, I think, the full video. I did get most of that. But what I was saying is it's crazy how Sacred earlier was doing the same thing. Maybe you didn't catch that.
Oh, it was like just shutting down?
Repeating. You went to the repeating thing where he's like repeating everything you say.
Oh, I didn't recognize that.
Super interesting. Like what? Because that it's almost like what you say in the shutdown. The shutdown happens to a complete point where, yeah, I guess you weren't here for that. I don't know if any of you guys were here, but yeah, earlier he like got. I guess it was with Carl.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've only been here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and he just shut down and started like doing the repeating thing. Super interesting that Precept did that too. I don't know. It's a connection I'm making.
I like Precept Mars way more than I like Sacred, though. What's up? Oh, the joke.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready.
You know how you know how the NFL has the final championship game? What's it called?
Thanks for the round.
The Super Bowl?
That was good.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need both.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. You know, I know another one like that. It's like Clark Kent goes into an Applebee's and they say, "Would you like a super salad?" And he goes, "No, just a regular person salad." What? That's crazy. Why would I want? Anyway, yeah, no, just a regular person salad.
We need to kill him.
I have a good premise, I think, for a joke, but it needs to be flushed out, so maybe you guys can help me. Something like, I don't think that humor is a sense, but if it were, maybe Helen Keller would have a really crazy developed sense of humor, and the whole time she was just, like, joking. Or she thought things were really funny, right? Like, the whole time, because they say, like, blind people have a developed sense of hearing or etc. Maybe because all of her senses were gone, she was just, like, super comically developed.
Yeah.
I'm not humorous enough to deliver that, so thanks for the crickets there.
It's like the trope where if one of your senses is gone, the other ones are heightened. So hers would be like her sense of humor.
Which is why blind people shouldn't be allowed to play things like pinata
or fly an airplane.
Hey guys,
I wouldn't go that far.
Why does Helen Keller wear tight pants?
Why?
Because she's deaf, dumb, and blind.
What'd you say, Amber?
So you can read her lips.
Oh,
my God.
Okay. You know she died when she was 13, right?
Sorrows.
No, that's
funny.
That's not true. Or
Not funny.
yeah, no, but wait. Speaking of senses, I'm working on this telepathic air freshener. You get it? It makes sense if you think about it.
Very funny. Yeah.
Like sense, as in like. Yeah. But wait, there is a joke that I've been working on that I want to tell Slurms, but I don't. It's gonna be like a story thing, but it's like I want to tell a story about my dad where he comes home from the bar, he pulls into the driveway, kills the engine, and I've loved the engine since we got him as a puppy, and we had to bury the engine.
Jambar, it's so good that you're here now.
Oh no!
The engine was the name of his dog.
The dog's name was Engine.
He needs to die.
Is this X-Mad X-World X guy bothering you soon?
Wait, who's that?
World X bothering
Like
you
my
soon?
Helen Keller joke.
Well, Amber, I actually loved your joke. And on the subject of Helen Keller, whose ass do you think is fatter, Helen Keller or Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks.
Probably Rosa Parks.
Why?
Sat down.
I want Whit to answer that question. Whit,
She took up 2 seats on the bus.
Don't let Whit talk about civil rights activists.
That's like Whit's specialty.
Yeah, Whit thinks that she should have only taken up 3/5 of a seat.
Helen Keller being into like eugenics is the only reason Whit likes her.
What?
That's what Helen Keller has to say all the time because she's deaf and dumb and blind.
No, she goes.
Yeah,
Dude,
please
there's
mock the
something
disabled
actually
again.
hilarious. There is something hilarious in my
What was
mind.
the question again?
Is it about Helen Keller's dog?
There's something hilarious in my mind of people trying to teach Helen Keller words as she just like pranks them the whole time, like picks the apple up and just throws it against the wall and thinks it's hilarious. And they're all like trying to teach her it's an apple. That's hilarious in my mind, man.
Probably, is this an apple?
That's a tism.
Wait, why was Jambar shooting ropey loads onto fruit? Did you just nut to an apple? Did you just make trail mix?
Did you just call Helen Keller a fruit?
I mean, I think she's one of them alphabet
Dog's
gangs.
name was the Engine?
Yeah, well, Native American.
How?
Making braille art.
What do you mean? It just was his name.
You also get clips of people imitating if a blind person read corn in braille.
Wait, why would you read? Why would you read porn?
Yeah, why would they give blind people that kind of content?
Wait, because
they
we
deserve it too.
need to see that sort of stuff too.
How often do you think? How often do you guys think blind people find braille in the wild? Like, I get they know how to read it, but What's the sign on the bathroom doing?
And I haven't got a satisfying answer.
That's a question you have too?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do they find the braille? Like, I get that you can read it.
Not often.
It's like they have
Drive up ATMs.
They have tiny little braille on the little ATM buttons. I mean, how the fuck are they finding the ATM?
Yeah.
I mean, now they have like GPS, right? So
Yeah, they could just use that.
But before that, it's like, did they just fucking walk around with their arms out, just praying they bump into an ATM and not like a fucking highway?
No. Also, asking random people